Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Time Luge United. My name is George.
G'day everyone, I'm Jack. You know me.
Today we're going to be talking about what we would like to see in the 60th anniversary special. But before we do, we've got a special guest with us to discuss this topic. Introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Rebecca and I make reaction videos on Supernatural, but I'm planning on reacting to Torchwood. So yeah, check it out if you want.
Alright, let's get into the video.
I mean, what I think and what I want is different, but I mean, 12 is my favorite, but I would be most happy if 9 returned.
Eccleston's actually warming up to being Doctor Who. He started like a few years ago. He's like, nope, don't ever want to go to Comic Cons, don't want to meet the fans, don't ever want to appear in Doctor Who. But now he's going to conventions, he's doing Big Finish, and perhaps he might be in the 60th. No guarantees, but it would be nice.
Maybe. Oh, please, if you're watching this, Eccleston, please, we missed you.
Please subscribe to us, Eccleston.
He won't subscribe. He won't subscribe.
Alright, let's talk about Tennant.
I mean, it would be really good if he returned. I think people would watch it just because he's in it, so it would be good.
I don't know if Chibnall would write 10 into it. I don't know.
To me, at least, this feels like Tennant's last chance to be in Doctor Who, his last screen appearance in Doctor Who. He is getting older, and he's the only Doctor who's actually commented on the 60th anniversary. And he said his hair might not be at the same.
And you've even talked about the fact that you wouldn't mind sort of popping back for a cheeky cameo for the 60th anniversry, which is looming on 2023.
Well, I mean, let's see if I can still get away with it.
Would you go back though?
It would all depend on the circumstances.
Yeah.
The thing about Doctor Who is the minute you say anything about it, there's a headline going, David Tennant to return. And you go, I don't know. I genuinely, as I sit here now, it is not in my power to decide these things.
He is almost in his 50s, and to me, he still looks good for his age. And I think for the 70th, if there is a 70th, he won't be in it. So I think he should be in it.
Yeah, I think there will be not that many Doctors though.
I don't want it to be too crowded or just feels a bit tight. Maybe just have a few Doctors and have a bunch of cameos near the end, just like the 50th, but actually like filmed instead of using stock footage. That would be really nice.
One thing I want your opinion on, should the BBC recast the older Doctors like John Pertwee, Patrick Troughton, just like they did in Twice Upon a Time with David Bradley? To me, it depends on the writing and the actor, because remember how Stephen Moffat wrote Twice Upon a Time? Yeah. Great job.
Yeah, that he got a lot of slack for not writing the first Doctor, not like a bit sexist. Which I've never seen any of the first Doctor stories, so I wouldn't know. But...
Yeah, I've only seen the first 3, and then I quit. No, I didn't think it was boring. I just couldn't find anywhere to watch it. So yeah.
I don't. To be honest, I don't think they'll recast anyone. Any Doctor, I think 12 has to be in it. If 12 isn't in it, then what are you doing? Like he was the Doctor we just had. He's probably going to be the easiest to get back. Besides Tennant, maybe.
And he's going to be like, isn't he in a DC movie soon?
Yes, he's in Suicide Squad. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Okay.
The trailer looks actually quite good. Actually, no, we're not a Suicide Squad channel. We should not be talking about stuff like that. We're Doctor Who. We're talking about the Chibnall era and Love and Monsters.
Yeah, sure, okay. So there's been talk of the 5-year Chibnall plan that Chibnall said he had like at the start of this whole era. I'm taking that with a grain of salt, whether he actually had that plan like already, because it makes sense, because that does lead up to the 60th. So I think the 60th might resolve the Timeless Children arc. Then again, it also could just be something completely different. There's a good chance of it being either of those, I think.
Building up to the 50th, we had the Time War, or we even had 07B with Name of the Doctor, all building towards the 50th anniversary. And love it or hate it, I think the Time Child should be incorporated in, because it's the closest, biggest thing they have for the 60th. Personally, I don't like the Time Child, but I think they should do it. However, more people who hates it will despise the idea of an anniversary special to celebrate 60 years of their favorite show from the best eras. You know, some people like the John Pertwee era, some people like the RTD era, and having something that they despise in that celebration. I think there'd be a riot, because they'd be like, the Timeless Child in my Doctor Who show. This is meant to be an escapement. It's meant to be celebrating my favorite show ever. No, it sucks.
That is a great impression, George. That's like the finest impression I've ever heard of an NMD fan.
Oh, thank you, Jack. Subscribe. I can do impressions.
No, he can't.
Right, moving on. What about yourself, Rebecca?
Well, I mean, if he makes it good, then well, yes, I want it in the special. But I'm not the biggest fan of the story arc. But I mean, he has to do something with it. You can't just leave it like this. I need more to maybe appreciate it. Yeah, I've really thought about that, and I really don't know. Maybe I'm actually up for something new. Because, I don't know, I want to be surprised as to how they're going to solve whatever the problem is. I don't really know, because I don't want it to be too similar to the 50th, like, so I don't know, because it was new with the Saigons, it was for new, so I don't know, I don't really know what he's going to do or what I would want. Just make it good.
Right, we basically answered that question. Let's move on. For me, I would like to see the Daleks in it. It wouldn't be Doctor Who without the Daleks into it special, even if it's like a small scene, perhaps. They don't have to be the big villain. To me, at least, I think the Time Lord should be the main villain. I think they should be the villain of the whole episode. I loved End of Time. You saw that, and it was great. And the Timeless Child, if that's incorporated in, they should show how vicious they are, because they tortured a child for billions of, I don't even know how many years, thousands, hundreds, I don't know. And I think they should do that. I think that would be a great idea. And we should have someone behind the scene, like a puppet master. That would be so cool. Maybe like Omega?
George, you have to learn a valuable lesson when you're a Doctor Who fan. And that is that it's never Omega.
We're not 5 Who fans, are we?
Everyone thinks, oh, it's going to be Omega. It's going to turn out, the big twist is it's going to be Omega. It's never Omega.
One villain we should also have in the special is Seal.
Seal? That's a fish.
If you don't know, it's also a Doctor Who villain from the classic era, but it's probably one that you don't want to know.
You don't say.
So, 50th anniversary, right? There's Daleks, there's Zygons, but as a Cyberman fan, complete lack of Cybermen. And I think they should get their time to shine in the 60th. I don't know what they do, to be honest. Maybe they should bring back the Cybermasters, because they were sort of wasted in the Timeless Children. So I don't know what they do, but if they're there, I'll probably be happy. And Chibnall's proved that he's good at running Cybermen, mostly, with Ashad. So
I would be happy with anyone, honestly. Maybe not Graham and Ryan. I don't I don't need them to return, but otherwise any of the companions really from New Who I would be happy to see again. I mean, we did see, okay, maybe not Clara. I love Donna, so probably her, but I don't know how they would do that in a good way.
One companion would be cool to have in it is Captain Jack, because we could have a reunion between David Tennant and John Barrowman, and possibly Christopher Eccleston. Nostalgia. I'm such an RTD fanboy, and that would be amazing to see. That would be great.
Oh, yeah.
But one character I would like to see back, and I know Jack Farron and Corey knows this. One character I really want to return in Doctor Who in general is, and this is not even being sarcastic, I want Mark Warren to return as Elton Pope. Yeah.
Oh wow. Elton Pope.
I love his character. I love Love and Monsters. Make sure to check out my Love and Monsters Defended video. Just an advertisement video.
Just go watch all our other ones. This one just doesn't matter.
Because it won't make sense if you just watch this one and you haven't seen all the rest. It's literally the Time and Who's United cinematic universe. You can't just watch them now. You've got to watch all of them. You've got to watch the whole catalogue of videos.
Yeah, it's the watching order. You have to watch it in order.
The only notes I put for this question is yes. Just yeah. I mean, afterwards. I mean, like the next episode, like the New Year's special. Oh, God, why do we have to have the New Year's special? But after it, yeah, because it just doesn't make sense. And then you can have the 14th Doctor and a new showrunner, please, a new showrunner.
I don't know. I have no idea whether they're gonna leave. I feel like Jodie Whittaker loves it a lot and might not leave. No, I think she's great, to be honest.
I feel really bad for Jodie. Like, she has glimmers of hope. Like, I see some potential there, and it's just not woven into the story. And I'm just like, oh, it's cringy and it's quite flat, and it's the writing and directing, I guess. I just don't like it. And it's making me not like a Doctor. And she, like, in certain particular scenes, I'm like, okay, she could be actually okay. Also, I watched loads of interviews with Chibnall or articles or anything. I even read some of his scripts, and I'm not gonna lie, I do respect him. I feel like he could be a genuine nice guy who loves to write, and that inspires me. And however, I just don't like what he's written for Doctor Who. That doesn't mean I don't like him, and it doesn't mean I don't like him as a writer. I feel like I might say stuff and it might look but no, I think he's good. I don't mind him, but not in Doctor Who, in my opinion. Not for me.
Nothing personal, Chibbers.
Yeah, you pretty much said it. I really hope he'll leave. I mean, I feel sorry for the 13th Doctor, but oh, Chibnall. Oh, I feel so sorry for you. But I mean, he did Broadchurch, right? I mean, and that was a good show. Maybe he just can't write for Doctor Who. Sorry.
My final answer is I don't really know, and I wouldn't mind if they stayed on. I wouldn't mind if they left.
Make sure to check out Rebecca's channel. She's recently done a reaction to Revolution of the Daleks. It's a great reaction, so should check that out.
Alright, make sure to comment down below what you want to see in the 60th anniversary and answer all the questions that's appeared in this video, like returning Doctors, companions, characters, Time of the Child, etc. And you can add more if you want. And subscribe to Time of the Who's United. We're heading to 2K subscribers and it's going to be great. Plus, you should join our Discord. Like I said earlier about the seal, we do have a lot of members on there, and we just talk about Doctor Who or just anything random. And if you want to make friends in the community, I think that's just a perfect place to start.
See everyone.
We will see you next time. Goodbye.